All right, guys, we got a heck of a surprise for you today. I came across a deal too good to pass up. We're on our way to pick up a new piece of equipment. Surprise! Hey, Danny, if you want to, I mean, we can probably just leave the legs down. I mean, I'm not going to hit anything. Yeah, y'all look at this beauty here. What do y'all think of my new planter? Y'all seriously don't think I bought a planter, did you? Especially after we just got done rebuilding ours. But we did come across a heck of a deal. My neighbor, Danny, asked me if he could pay me to haul this thing to an auction over in Trenton, which is 12 miles down the road. Said he paid me pretty good, and well, we need all the income we can get. So if I can get a little bit of custom work for, you know, make $400 or $500 for a couple hours worth of work, so that's a pretty good deal. But yeah, not only are we hauling this to the auction, our dirt pan, we're going to take it to. I've had the thing posted since November, and I've not had the first single person call me, so I know I'm about to take a massive hit on that dirt pan. But still, it's better than holding on to it and not getting anything for it. There's just not much demand for that type of pan. So anyway, I'll catch back up with you when we get on the road.
And then that light on the back of your planter here, you've got one right side turn signal or warning light, but you don't have brake lights or a left side.
Yeah, well, my main concern is that the tires stay in one piece for the next 12 miles.
Back left tire on the planter is the most sketchy one. The rest of them look like they're holding at least 30 psi.
Well, I gotta say, I was expecting this thing to feel like it's a lot heavier than what it is. Heck, it feels like it's lighter than what my planter is, though. But yeah, I sure am glad Danny called me. I mean, not only we, you know, making, you know, $500 for doing this, I wasn't even aware of that auction, and it's been in the back of my mind, you know, what I'm going to do about a dirt pan, because like I said, I haven't had one single phone call, and there's not hardly anybody going to buy one once we get in season. Nobody's got any money this year. Plus, it's a kind of a dirt pan that's not in, you know, high demand. You know, it's a dolly type, so it needs a bigger frame tractor to pull it effectively, which is why we're getting rid of it, because we don't have that bigger tractor to pull it effectively. I don't know. I do know at the auction, you know, it's like a 99% chance I'll actually sell it. Probably won't get anywhere close to what I'm wanting out of it. You know, I had it listed for $15,000, you know, $1,000 per yard, which is a little over half the price of what the going price for a dirt pan is now. You know, I had in my mind a bottom line price of $12,500, which I think I paid $12,000 for it, and then I had, you know, $2,000 to $3,000 worth of welding and fabricating done to it to rebuild the ejector part. You know, I was just hoping just to get my money back out of it. Now I'll be doing good to get, if I get 50 cents on the dollar at the auction, I'll be surprised. And then I got to pay, you know, auction commission on top of that. But if I hold on to it, you know, there's no chance of making money on it. So, you know, I could hold on to it again till next winter. Hopefully somebody would show some kind of interest in it and buy it. Then there's no guarantee I'd be able to get anywhere close to what I was asking for it. So sometimes on equipment, you kind of just got to cut your losses and get rid of it. And that's what we're doing today. But yeah, if Danny hadn't called me, I didn't even know about this auction. I thought the auction season was pretty much done. All right, we just getting her dropped off. Looks like we got here pretty early, so we're not going to be stuck all the way at the end of the line, I hope. Andy's dropping the dirt pan. Y'all take a good look at it. Last time you'll ever see it. Well, I got a dozer over there I'd sure like to bid on if I had any money. Nice looking Pete. Two nice looking Petes. Unfortunately, this is not like an open consignment auction. This is a farmer selling out auction, and not exactly sure if it's retirement or just kind of a forced retirement just because of the state of the ag economy. Just sad. I think the auction's this time next week, and I sure hope a lot of people show up and support this man, and hope he gets some good prices for his equipment. Hope I get some good prices for my equipment too. All right, this guy's the auctioneer, all my info and everything. So I set a minimum price of $4,000 on it. Surely to goodness it'll bring that. I mean, that's practically giving it away. But the last thing I want to do is for one person to come in here and put like a bid of $1,500 on it and take it home. But I sure don't want to have to come back over here and pick it back up either. So we'll see. Auction is going to be next Saturday, so maybe I'll get lucky. In other news, I made another good call. I sold the rest of my crop at the right time because the last couple of days, commodity prices had already started dropping down, you know, off their highs just a little bit. So I was like, it looks like we might have reached the top. Let's go ahead and sell the rest of it. Well, corn shot down like 14 cents today. Big drop. And then it was down like 5 or 6 cents yesterday. So I might have made the wrong call on my dirt pan, but at least I made a good call with the rest of my 2024 crop and got it sold at almost the right time. All right, we ain't got much time left in this afternoon. Just got back and pulled the tractor in because our seat's got a major air leak in it. And you're going to try and track it down. And now that we got all the rest of our parts in, grand total on the combine parts that we bought right around $5,500. That's after a 10% discount for getting inspections. So, you know, $550 discount comes pretty dang close to paying what the inspection cost on the combine. So, like I said, those inspections are well worth it. We probably got about another $300 in bearings that we bought from Napa. You know, if I'd bought them through Case IH, it'd probably been about $700 or so. So we probably saved about $400 worth of bearings. But we got some other things done today. Had to get some more feed for the cows. Got that up there. Finally dried it before we get our planter parked in the shop. So, but anyway, what I'm gonna try and finish up today is now we got all this parts in from a gearbox. I'm gonna try and get this gearbox put back together, and then hopefully tomorrow we can get a lot of things buttoned up on that. Don't think we're gonna get done with it, but hopefully we get pretty dang close. All right, we got our freshly rebuilt gearbox mounted in the big housing here. Got a new pulley on that we warped trying to get it off. That's a $230 pulley. I tried everything I could to get the old one off. I mean, heated it up, had a posi puller on there keeping tension on it and trying to beat it on the backside. But anyway, where the jaw was clamped, I had put so much pressure on it, it wound up warping the whole thing. So kind of upsets me when got to replace perfectly good parts just because not able to get them off without tearing them up, especially a $230 part like that. So anyway, now we're ready to put the impeller back on, and then this sucker will be ready to winch back up in the combine. Is it all started?
I think so.
Or how far up on here was it? All the way?
It was just like that right there. It was just flush with it.
Okay. All right, we're almost up to the shoulder. Hold on, let me see the shaft. Oh, you still got the bolt in there. Like new. All right, before we winch up that gearbox right there, we're going to go ahead and get this clean grain elevator done. Got to get some sprockets up there. We got to get a new chain routed and stuff, and having that thing out of the way give Andy a little bit more room to work up in there. And this is why it helps to have a skinny guy working for you, because there ain't no way I'm getting up in that area to get those idler sprockets back on.
The weather's nice up here.
The weather's nice up there. The bearing up there on that shaft, we went ahead and replaced it. It wasn't bad, but it's probably as old as this one over here that was completely gone. Just had the races. Well, actually, it still had one ball in the bearing, so it might have lasted one more acre. Anyway, had to cut that one out. Let me tell you, that was fun with all those sparks dropping on you. My arm had just gotten healed up from cutting out that metal on the grain buggy last fall, and then I got some third-degree burns right in the exact same spot again from doing that. All right, we just finished all that up there, so now before we work on the elevator boot, we're going to go ahead and get this 90-degree gearbox mounted on the tailings return. All right, can you pick it up, set it on that hook?
Come down just a little more.
I forget which way we had to twist it to get it out of there.
Alright, back down.
Man, that was so much easier than trying to manhandle that thing up there.
I can't imagine trying to manhandle it. That would be a long time.
We got studs sticking up back there to sit it on.
Yes.
And that, guys, is the easy way to remove that gearbox. We got the hoist hung all the way up there at the bottom of the grain bin. All right, and we got all that put back together. Our next focus is going to be getting this boot off. Thought I had it off the other day, but then I forgot. We got the elevator chain in the middle that I've got to break in order to be able to slide that bottom boot off. And do that, we're going to have to rotate the chain till I can get the master link on the bottom and get to it. Hey, Spider Monkey, you want to come over here and turn this elevator for me? All right, try rolling now. Should go a lot easier. Put it on high speed. Oh, a little bit more. Oh, looks like we should have gone the other way. All right, let me get this pulled apart. All right, now we got the master link pulled, chain broke, so I'll slide right off. Pushing up here, pushing the chain up above the boot where I can slide it off. I need to take this divider out. It's catching on the sprocket. Now I gotta slide off. But that other one doesn't come with a door, and we got to swap the door out. All right, in addition to this boot right here, we're going to replace this sprocket. So it's starting to get a little hooked. I mean, it's definitely got some wear life in it, but probably next year we're going to have to replace this chain right here. And in order to replace the sprocket, you got to take everything off that we did before. So I'm We'll try and get one more year out of this feeder chain, but we're gonna go ahead and place this sprocket down here to where make a repair a whole lot easier next year. And then next year we'll replace the feeder chain and probably the sprocket at the very top of the elevator. I love this posi puller. I got everything anti-seized up. There's that. Push it on by hand. There, you got the door ready over there.
Swapped over.
Hold up. All right. And pull that shaft, or push that shaft up. All right, you can let it down. All right, pick it up from the inside. We're gonna knock it up in that race. Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
All right, we got all of that back together right, except for the master link on the chain. The chain that this one had in there had those real brittle S-clips. They're really only meant for one use, and whenever I straightened it back out so I could get it out, it broke. Anyway, we're gonna have to go get a master link from H&R. The new ones come with nuts on them, just like my feeder chain master link did. Be a lot better than those S-clips. So before we head home this evening, we're gonna try and break loose on what I thought was going to be our biggest project here. Getting this pulley, my shaker arms off to where we can access the bearing back behind there. We've been spraying it all week with PB Blaster, so hopefully it won't be too stuck, but that's pretty much going to be the last item on this combine. And let's see if we can break her loose before we go home. Yeah, yeah, that's... Yeah, I think the little pull will be fine. Get a sacrificial bolt to put in there. That's going to be the easy thing, I suspect. That shaker arm is...
Yeah, that shaker arm is going to... I don't know if it's going to or not, but I have seen one of them that was pretty terrible.
Well, it's had PB Blaster soaking in it for a week, so maybe we'll get lucky. Yep, it's pulling... Oh, well.
Oh, that joker's heavier than that last one.
All right, Andy, I think the best way is going to be try to get a pry bar on each side, put pressure on it, and then we'll hit against the shaft. We'll put our bolt back in, hit against the shaft, and hopefully work it off the... Work that crank off the shaft there. All right, we got pressure on. Who's going to do the hitting? Carter, come here.
So which finger did he hit?
A lot harder.
You might do a lot harder than that.
You have to get down on it, so
I can't get down. I'm gonna go under you if I do.
Alright, regroup. Alright, we got a chisel wedged in on that side. I'm gonna try a prise on the other side and have Andy hitting it here. Give her a good lick, Andy. Oh! Something just popped loose. Yeah, we got a lot more clearance.
Oh, that's nice.
I think. Oh yeah, she's coming off now. Tell you what, let's get that drill and wire brush and clean that shaft up. Maybe I'll make it come off a lot easier. There we go. Pull her off. All right, we got the hardest part, the part I was dreading, we got that whooped. We don't even have any balls left in that one. But it looks like the shaft is in good shape. So
Still had a roller on there, thank goodness.
yeah, I'm glad we don't have to replace that shaft. All right, Andy, see you Monday morning. I know you got plans on a hot Friday night.
I gotta come up with some now.
All right, goal this afternoon is to get this thing completely wrapped up, and right now we're working on, I believe, our last project on the combine. We got the bearing that goes behind this crank here, and it was out for quite some time. That shaft was flopping around. You see, I mean, it's done boogered up. I mean, the housing and everything I think is going to be okay, but you see, look at that snap ring. That's going to be a booger to get out. It's done been beat around quite a bit. And looking at her shaft here where the race came off, that part is fine, so that shaft will be okay. I mean, you can tell where it beat around right there, but I mean, that part doesn't matter. Once we get a new bearing in here with the housing, it'll support it, and the shaft ought to be just fine. Then once we get this side replaced, we'll take it off on the other side, even though those are still good. They're old and probably in about the same shape. We're also going to replace this big bearing here, which still feels fine. I can feel like one or two small rust spots in it, but we're taking all this out and we're going to go ahead and replace it. Let me tell you, those are some high priced bearings, and those are not the type of bearings I can just get at Napa, or at least I don't think that they are anyway. We've already got them from K-Side, so. Ooh, these ain't wanting to budge. Pull the big guns out here. There we go. We got some new snap rings, so I really don't care if I tear this one up as long as I get it out. Ah, yeah.
Rolling Fork and Silver City. 5 p.m. 4 miles southwest of Jones.
There we go.
Emergency management report. Big time.
I don't know if I'll be able to save this race or not. Those snap ring grooves not looking too spiffy. Try to clean them up a little bit. New snap ring fits in there nice and good. I think it's okay.
So just have my eye on that over the last 10 minutes or so. That part of the storm hasn't taken shape, so that's what I'm watching.
All right, thank you. Now.
All right, that's a far cry from what it was, ain't it?
I really do think.
I believe that will work. All right, this big offset bearing is being pretty ornery. We got it pressed out of the housing there, but the centerpiece, it's got the offset part in it. Even my 20-ton press will not press it out. So we're having to resort to cutting it off. This should be one of the more easier bearings. All right, there are all the bearings in. I think we're ready to start going back here. Come here, Andy, I need a third hand. Let's try and tap on that housing evenly.
Let's go over this way just a little bit.
There we go. Uh-oh. Now my pipe jammed up on the wedged part. This is the part that's going to be hard because got to get the keyway lined up.
There you go.
All right. There you want that kind of line me up there. Oh.
Should be on it.
All right, gonna need a little more persuasion than that. All right, that's got it all back together. Oh yeah, she's shaking nice and smooth, nice and smooth. All right, guys, well, all we gotta do is do the other side, but it's not tore up, so y'all seen us do this side. We got this side done, the other side shouldn't be no problem, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video here. Don't forget about our online merch store. I seem to forget it all the time, but www.farmmerchbin.com. Got all of our shirts, hats, license plates, stickers, tumblers, you name it, they got it on there. And not only will you be supporting us, you'll be supporting another small family-owned business that makes all the products, takes orders and ships them out. Also got Chronicles of Kayla, Dylan Joyce Farms, Thomas Farms TN, Crop Critic, and several others on there if you follow those other channels. So anyway, guys, appreciate the support. Reckon it's time to get that cripper in there and start yanking it apart.
That'd be nice.
Well, appreciate y'all watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.